Welcome to Bilingual Health and Wealth Academy, and we're all about empowering you to live your best life.
Absolutely.
And today, we're going on a deep dive
Yeah.
into the world of Dr. Shu Chen Hao and her company Coco Shunsan Ltd.
Yeah. Dr. Hale, she has a really fascinating background.
Yeah.
Starting as a scientist and then, transitioning to writing, composing music,
Wow.
even founding Coco Shunsan Ltd.
Yeah, it's really
It's like she's found the secret formula
yeah,
for combining creativity and learning.
it's really inspiring, especially for an academy like ours.
Yeah,
That's all about exploring new possibilities.
absolutely.
And that brings us to the heart of our deep dive today.
Okay.
Dr. Howe's book, Beyond 2084, Imagining the Next Century of Human Progress.
Right.
And it's not just about predicting the future.
Yeah.
It's about understanding how our choices today shape the world of tomorrow.
It really is. And the book starts by
Yeah.
painting a really vivid picture
Okay.
of just how much technology and society have already changed. Oh, yeah.
I mean, remember dial-up internet,
Oh, yeah.
rotary phones.
Yeah.
It makes you realize that the next 60 years could bring even more mind-blowing transformation.
Oh, absolutely. And even in the last, 20 years, it's been crazy how much things have changed.
Totally.
Okay, so let's dive into some of the specific areas the book explores.
All right.
First up, artificial intelligence,
Ooh, big one.
or AI. This is a big one, right?
Yeah.
So the book suggests that AI will become incredibly personalized,
Right.
almost like companions in our daily lives.
Yeah. Oh.
It even quotes Dr. Haplar's research on how AI companions could provide emotional support and potentially even revolutionize mental health care.
Yeah, and it's not just about, providing companionship.
Right.
The book also delves into the potential of AI to personalize education.
Oh, wow.
Imagine an AI tutor that adapts to your learning style, identifies your strengths and weaknesses, and creates a customized curriculum just for you.
Wow, that's a whole different level of personalized learning. It is.
But it makes me wonder, in a world like that, what skills will be most valuable?
That's the question.
Will our current education system even be relevant?
Right. It's a question the book really encourages us to grapple with. It argues that adaptability, critical thinking, and creativity will be essential in a world reshaped by AI.
So it's not just about learning specific facts, but about developing the skills to navigate a constantly changing landscape.
Exactly.
And speaking of reshaping our world,
Okay.
the book also delves into the potential of biotechnology,
Okay.
specifically personalized medicine.
Right.
Imagine a world where healthcare is tailored to your unique genetic makeup.
Yeah.
Treatments designed just for you, based on your genes.
Bespoke medicine, right?
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
But I can also see some potential downsides.
Sure.
What about the cost? Would this kind of personalized medicine be accessible to everyone? Or would it create a healthcare system where only the wealthy could afford the best treatments?
Right, and the book doesn't shy away from those concerns. It highlights the potential for personalized medicine to exacerbate existing inequalities if we're not careful.
Yeah.
It stresses the importance of ensuring equitable access to these advancements.
So it's not just about the scientific breakthroughs, it's about making sure those breakthroughs benefit everyone.
It is, and that brings us to another area. The book explores space exploration.
Okay.
Beyond 2084 envisions humanity expanding beyond Earth, establishing settlements on the Moon, Mars, and even venturing further into the cosmos.
Space exploration is often portrayed as this grand adventure,
Yeah.
but the book doesn't sugarcoat the challenges.
Yeah.
It talks about the harsh realities of living in space radiation,
Yeah.
resource scarcity, the psychological toll of isolation.
Right, it's not just about planting a flag on Mars. It's
Right.
about the immense logistical and technological hurdles we need to overcome to make space travel safe and sustainable for humans.
It also makes you wonder, if we're struggling to solve problems here on Earth, like climate change or poverty,
Yeah.
should we really be pouring resources into colonizing other planets?
Right, and that's a valid question.
Yeah.
And one that the book encourages readers to consider.
Okay.
It frames space exploration not as an escape from Earth's problems, but as an opportunity to learn and innovate in ways that could benefit humanity as a whole.
Okay, so let's shift gears to something a bit more grounded.
All right.
The future of energy.
Right.
The book seems pretty optimistic about renewable energy becoming the dominant source of power.
Yeah.
What does that transition look like in Beyond 2084?
Well, for starters, it involves a massive shift in infrastructure.
Okay.
Imagine vast solar farms stretching across deserts, towering wind turbines harnessing the power of the ocean, and smart grids intelligently distributing energy across continents.
That sounds like a massive undertaking.
It is.
Yeah.
But the book argues that this transition to renewable energy could create millions of new jobs and stimulate economic growth while reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. It envisions a future where energy is not only clean and sustainable, but also more decentralized and accessible.
That's a really hopeful vision.
It is.
But what about those who argue that renewable energy alone isn't enough to combat climate change?
Right.
The book also delves into geoengineering, which is a pretty controversial topic.
Yeah, geoengineering is basically humans deliberately manipulating Earth's systems to counteract climate change.
Okay.
The book presents it as a last resort, something to be considered very carefully, and only if other efforts to reduce emissions fail.
I could see why it's controversial.
Yeah.
It feels like a risky gamble, like we're trying to play God with the planet.
The book acknowledges those concerns, highlighting the potential for unintended consequences and the need for international cooperation to ensure that any geoengineering efforts are done responsibly and ethically.
So it's not just about the science, it's about the ethics and the global implications.
Right.
Speaking of global challenges,
Yeah.
the book also takes a deep dive into the future of society, particularly education. It envisions a world where education becomes highly personalized and experiential thanks to technology.
So imagine learning about ancient Rome by actually walking through a virtual Colosseum.
Oh, wow.
Or studying the human body by dissecting a 3D model you can manipulate with your hands.
Wow.
The book suggests that these immersive, interactive experiences could revolutionize the way we learn.
It's like bringing history and science to life in a whole new way.
It is.
But it also raises questions about the role of teachers in this futuristic classroom.
Right.
Will they be replaced by robots?
Not at all.
Okay.
The book emphasizes that teachers will be more important than ever,
Okay.
but their roles will evolve.
Right.
They'll become mentors and facilitators, guiding students through these rich, interactive learning experiences, helping them develop critical thinking skills and navigate the vast ocean of knowledge available to them.
So it's not about technology replacing teachers, it's about technology empowering teachers to do what they do best, which is inspire and guide students.
Exactly.
That's a really reassuring thought.
It is, and it speaks to the book's overall message of human agency.
Yeah.
Technology is a powerful tool, but it's ultimately up to us to decide how we use it to shape the future we want to create.
Now, one of the biggest challenges facing society today is the rise of automation and its potential impact on jobs.
Right.
Beyond 2084 tackles this issue head on.
It does.
It doesn't shy away from the possibility of robots and AI taking over many of the jobs that humans currently do.
The book argues that reskilling and lifelong learning will be crucial in this new landscape.
Yeah.
It suggests that we need to prepare for a future where jobs are constantly evolving, where
Right.
adaptability and the ability to learn new skills will be essential for success.
So it's not just about learning a trade and sticking with it for life.
Yeah.
It's about being a constant learner, constantly evolving and adapting to the changing demands of the job market.
Exactly. And the book explores some pretty radical solutions, like universal basic income,
Oh, yeah.
as a potential way to support people whose jobs are displaced by automation.
UBI is a fascinating concept,
It is.
but it's also very controversial.
It is.
Some people see it as a safety net. Others worry it could disincentivize work.
Right.
Does the book take a stance on whether UBI is a viable solution?
It doesn't offer a definitive answer,
Okay.
but it presents a balanced view of the arguments for and against UBI,
Okay.
encouraging readers to think critically about the potential benefits and challenges.
So it's not about providing easy answers. It's about provoking thoughtful discussion and encouraging readers to engage with these complex issues.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
The book challenges us to think beyond our current assumptions and imagine different ways of organizing society and work in the future.
Okay, let's move on to something a little more creative.
All right.
The book envisions a future where AI collaborates with human artists
All right.
to create art, literature, and music.
Interesting.
It mentions algorithms, composing music based on your emotional state,
Yeah?
and AI tools that help artists discover new creative styles.
It's a really intriguing concept.
Yeah.
Imagine listening to music that's perfectly tailored to your mood, or experiencing a painting co-created by a human artist and an AI.
Right. If an AI creates a beautiful piece of music, is it still art?
Right.
Where do we draw the line between human creativity and artificial creativity?
Those are some of the philosophical questions the book poses.
Yeah.
It doesn't provide easy answers, but it encourages us to engage with these questions and rethink our traditional definitions of art and creativity.
It's like the book is inviting us to expand our understanding of what's possible, to embrace the unknown and see where it leads us.
Exactly. And speaking of embracing the unknown,
Yeah.
the book also delves into the future of cultural heritage in a digital age.
Okay.
It explores how technology can be used to preserve and share culture with things like virtual museums and digital archives.
I can see the benefits of that.
Yeah.
Making cultural treasures accessible to people all over the world.
Yeah.
But is something lost in the translation from the physical to the digital?
That's a question the book grapples with. It acknowledges that a virtual tour of the Louvre can never truly replicate the experience of standing in front of the Mona Lisa, surrounded by the history and grandeur of the real museum.
It's like there's a certain magic,
Well-
a certain emotional resonance that's lost when we experience things through a screen.
Right, and the book doesn't dismiss that.
Okay.
It suggests that while technology can enhance our understanding and appreciation of culture, it can't fully replace the value of authentic, embodied experiences.
So it's about finding a balance, using technology to expand access to culture, while also preserving the value of the tangible, the real.
Exactly. And that brings us to one of the most fascinating aspects of the book, its exploration of human augmentation.
Okay.
We're talking about technologies that enhance human capabilities, like prosthetic limbs that are not only functional, but also indistinguishable from natural limbs, or brain implants that boost cognitive abilities.
That's both exciting and a little terrifying, honestly.
Yeah.
It feels like we're stepping into the realm of science fiction, but it's also clear that these technologies are becoming increasingly possible.
Right. The book doesn't shy away from the ethical dilemmas these advancements raise.
Okay.
It asks us to consider what it means to be human in a world where we can enhance our bodies and minds.
Right.
Where do we draw the line?
Yeah.
What are the potential consequences for society?
These are huge questions, and I'm not sure if we have the answers yet, but it's important to start having these conversations now
It is.
as these technologies become more advanced.
Absolutely. The book encourages us to approach human augmentation with both a sense of wonder and a healthy dose of caution.
It's like we're on the verge of a new era of human evolution, and it's up to us to shape it responsibly and ethically.
That's a powerful way to think about it, and it speaks to the book's underlying message of human agency.
Yeah.
The future is not predetermined. It's a tapestry woven from the choices we make today.
So it's not about predicting the future, it's about empowering ourselves to create the future we want to live in.
Exactly. Beyond 2084 is a call to action,
Yeah.
an invitation to engage with the possibilities and challenges of the future with a sense of curiosity, responsibility, and hope.
Okay.
Yeah. And that brings us to something that really struck me while reading Beyond 2084.
Right.
The concept of wildcard areas.
Okay.
The book acknowledges that predicting the future is inherently uncertain.
Right.
There are areas of science and technology where breakthroughs could happen that completely change the game.
So it's not just about extrapolating current trends, it's about acknowledging that there are things we can't even imagine yet that could completely reshape the world.
Exactly.
What are some of these wildcard areas that Dr. Howe discusses?
Well, one area she highlights is quantum physics.
Okay.
This field is full of mind-boggling possibilities.
Yeah.
Imagine harnessing the power of quantum entanglement for communication,
Wow.
sending information instantaneously across vast distances,
Okay.
or manipulating matter at the atomic level, leading to breakthroughs in materials, science, and manufacturing.
It's like we're on the cusp of a whole new scientific revolution,
It is.
one that could unlock technologies we haven't even dreamed of yet.
And the book emphasizes that some of the most exciting breakthroughs might come from areas we're not even paying attention to right now.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a reminder to stay curious,
Yeah.
to be open to the unexpected, and to recognize that the future is full of surprises.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
You know, it's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day that we forget to look up and imagine what might be possible.
absolutely.
But with all this talk of future possibilities, it's also important to remember the present.
Yeah.
Does the book offer any guidance for navigating the complexities of the world we live in today?
Well, one of the most important skills Dr. Howe emphasizes is critical thinking.
Okay.
You know, we're bombarded with information constantly, especially online.
Right, yeah.
The book urges readers to develop the ability to evaluate that information, to separate fact from fiction, and to form their own opinion.
It's like we need to become information detectives, carefully examining the evidence before we draw any conclusions.
Exactly. And it's not just about being skeptical of everything you read online. It's also about recognizing your own biases.
Right.
Understanding how they might influence your thinking and being open to different perspectives.
That's so crucial in a world where echo chambers and filter bubbles can reinforce our existing beliefs and make it harder to engage with opposing viewpoints.
It really is.
But beyond critical thinking, are there other qualities or skills that Dr. Howe sees as essential for navigating the future?
Empathy and understanding are also crucial.
Okay.
The book emphasizes that the world is increasingly interconnected.
Yeah.
The challenges we face, from climate change to social inequality, require global solutions.
Right.
And that requires us to be able to see things from other people's perspectives, to understand their needs and motivations, and to work together to find common ground.
But it's not just about being smart. It's about being kind, compassionate, and recognizing our shared humanity.
Beautifully put. And it's a reminder that technological progress is only meaningful if it's guided by human values.
Now, before we wrap up our deep dive into Beyond 2084,
Okay.
I want to circle back to a topic we touched on earlier.
All right.
Human augmentation.
Okay.
It's a concept that simultaneously fascinates and freaks me out a little.
Yeah, I get that.
Does the book provide more concrete examples of what a future with human augmentation might look like?
It paints a picture where these augmentations become increasingly sophisticated and personalized.
Okay.
Imagine prosthetic limbs that are not only functional but also indistinguishable from natural limbs, controlled by your thoughts and seamlessly integrated with your nervous system.
Wow.
Or imagine brain implants that enhance cognitive abilities, improving memory, focus, and even creativity.
It's like we're blurring the lines between biology and technology, creating a world where the boundaries of human capability are constantly expanding.
Right.
But as exciting as that sounds, it also raises a lot of questions about what it means to be human. If we can enhance ourselves, where do we draw the line?
Right.
What are the ethical implications?
The book dives headfirst into those ethical dilemmas.
Okay.
It suggests that human augmentation will force us to redefine our understanding of what it means to be human,
Okay.
to reevaluate our values and beliefs, and to grapple with profound questions about identity, authenticity, and the very essence of our existence.
Those are some heavy philosophical questions.
They are.
And I'm not sure if we have the answers yet, but it's clear we can't just ignore them.
Right.
As these technologies become more advanced and more accessible, we need to have these conversations and figure out how to navigate this uncharted territory responsibly.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the philosophical implications. There are also very real concerns about equity and access.
Right.
Will these augmentations be available to everyone?
Yeah.
Or will they only be accessible to the wealthy, creating a world where the rich can literally enhance themselves and further widen the gap between the haves and have-nots?
That's a chilling thought. It's like something out of a dystopian sci-fi movie where society is divided into the augmented and the unaugmented.
The book acknowledges the potential for human augmentation to exacerbate existing inequalities and emphasizes the need for careful consideration of these social justice implications.
Okay.
It argues that we need to ensure equitable access to these technologies and create safeguards to prevent them from being used to create or reinforce social divisions.
So it's not just about the science, it's about ensuring that these advancements benefit all of humanity, not just a privileged few.
Exactly. And that brings us back to the core message of Beyond 2084.
Okay.
It's not just about predicting the future.
Yeah.
It's about understanding the potential consequences of our choices and taking responsibility for shaping the future we want to create.
The book provides a framework for thinking critically and ethically about the future, and it empowers us to see ourselves not as passive observers, but as active participants in shaping the world of tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's both inspiring and challenging.
It is, and I think that's what makes it such a valuable read.
Yeah.
It doesn't shy away from the complexities and uncertainties of the future, but it also offers a sense of hope and agency. It reminds us that the future is not predetermined. It's a canvas waiting to be painted by our collective choices and actions.
It's like Dr. Howe is saying.
Yeah.
Here are the possibilities.
Right.
Here are the challenges. Now go out and create the future you want to see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really is an invitation to participate.
Yeah, and that really resonates with the mission of Bilingual Health and Wealth Academy.
Absolutely.
Empowering you to take control of your life, your health, your wealth, and your future.
It's all connected. You know,
Right.
Dr. Howe's work, this book, it all points towards a future where knowledge is power,
Yeah.
where understanding the possibilities allows us to make informed choices.
And speaking of knowledge, if you want to dive deeper into Dr. Howe's work,
Yes.
and the fascinating world of Kokushinsan Ltd., you can find a treasure trove of resources on their website, kokushinsan.net.
It's a great starting point. For anyone who wants to explore, that intersection of creativity, education, technology, and human potential.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Beyond 2084, I have one final question for you.
Okay.
For all of our listeners out there.
All right.
If you could use technology to solve one global problem by 2084, what would it be?
Wow, that's a powerful question.
Yeah.
It really challenges you to think about the possibilities and to imagine how technology can be used to create a better world.
It's not an easy question, but it's one worth pondering.
Yeah.
What kind of future do you want to live in?
Right.
What kind of world do you want to leave for future generations?
And what role will you play in shaping that future?
Thanks for joining us on this journey beyond 2084.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope it sparked your curiosity and inspired you to think about the possibilities that lie ahead.
It's been a pleasure exploring these ideas with you. Until next time.
Yeah.
Keep those minds curious and those imaginations firing.
When the storm clouds gather and the winds grow strong, remember who you are, you've been brave all along. In the darkest moments when hope feels thin, look inside your heart, let the light within begin. Rise above it all, let your spirit soar, break through the chains, open every door. Stand tall, don't be afraid to fall. You have the power to rise above it all. When the world feels heavy and the nights are long, hold on to your dreams, find where you belong. Every step you take brings you closer to the light. Keep moving forward with all your might. Rise above it all, let your spirit soar, break through the chains, open every door. Stand tall, don't be afraid to fall. You have the power to rise above it all. When the world feels heavy and the nights are long, hold on to your dreams, find where you belong. Every step you take brings you closer to the light. Keep moving forward with all your might. When you face it down, hold your head up high. You are stronger than you know, reach for the sky. With every heartbeat, with every stride, know that victory lies inside. Rise above it all, let your spirit soar, break through the chains, open every door. Stand tall, don't be afraid to fall. You have the power to rise above it all. So keep the faith, let your heart be strong. The journey is your own, where you belong. With love and courage, you'll find your way. Tomorrow's a new dawn. Embrace today. Embrace today. So keep the faith, let your heart be strong. The journey is your own, where you belong. With love and courage, you'll find your way. Tomorrow's a new dawn. Embrace today. When the world feels heavy and the nights are long, hold on to your dreams, find where you belong. Every step you take brings you closer to the light. Keep moving forward with all your might. When the face is down, hold your head up high. Show